So this is going to be a different review that I'm going to do instead of Supernatural like usual. It is going to be Dracula, the new TV series. If you haven't checked it out, I would really recommend going checking it out because it's really dark, and it does have a lot of twists in it that you really didn't expect. So go and check that out, okay? Spoiler alert if you haven't saw it. So at the start of the episode, we see Dracula getting dug up by two people, which we find out later is Van Helsing, who wants to dig up Dracula for vengeance. Order of the Dragon killed Dracula's wife and killed Van Helsling's kids and his wife as well, so Van Helsing thinks that he can use Dracula in order to get vengeance. So Dracula is pretending to be an American citizen, and a lot of people are getting confused because of that accent he's using. I'm not gonna lie, I was kinda confused as well with it, from him moving back and forth from American to English, but as the episode went on, I kinda got used to it, and I kinda like the fact that he does it as well, because if he's pretending to be something else, obviously he's going to have a different accent. So his fake name is Alexander Grayson, and he's pretending, like I keep saying, to be a normal American citizen, where he has an employee called Renfield. Now this bit kind of like throws me off because Renfield is, no offense to like different colour skin, but Renfield ain't, black. He's white and he's usually wee and stuff, so I kinda got thrown off, and I honestly don't know if I like Renfield because he seems awfully robotic to me. Anyway, Alexander Grayson has a big ballroom thing, and Mina and Lucy are introduced into the show. I like Lucy, but she kind of reminds me of Keira Knightley, which is really confusing because she looks identical to her. Mina, I honestly didn't know what to think about her, but as episode 2 went on, I really liked her, and I didn't really think, she was a good actress at first. But as the show's gone on, I'm getting to like her. Jonathan as well, and he seems like a pretty decent guy who Lucy doesn't like, and that's another like weird bit because in the films Lucy usually supports Mina with Jonathan. Well, the Dracula, so anyway she did. In saying that, there's different types of Draculas, ain't there? We meet Lady Jane as well, and I didn't like her at first either because it's like she's trying to be a version of Kill Bill or something, and it's just like it didn't work for me. But she's interesting, a bit naive because she's meant to be a hunter and yet she's slaying Dracula. But understand that, I mean he's hot, so Mina is trying to be a doctor, but because of that period of time, men were sexist about like women being doctors, that they were more to be nurses, and she's got nerves is like expected, and she doesn't want to like fail her exam because then her dreams will slip. Jonathan ain't showing so much support either, and they're still to get married as well, but he's taking a while to pop the question. Lady Jane is trying to find out who the new vampire is in town, so she gets a hunter to go after Dracula, but obviously she doesn't know that he's stronger because he's Dracula, duh, and he kills the wee hunter dude. So she asks to go after him and kill him. Dracula also hires Jonathan to supposedly like tell him information on like the Order of the Dragon stuff. But we all know what his motives are. Like, really, I mean, he wants Mina. That is the love of his life. At the end of episode 2, we're kind of left hanging in there, you know, ends on a kind of cliffhanger. Lady Jane is so close to like seeing that Alexander Grayson is in fact Dracula, as he's feeding off human, but runs away and she doesn't obviously catch him. But he's on the building and he sees that she is in fact a hunter. So I think he'll have different plans instead of having sex with her, maybe to her next week. And Mina passes her exam because Dracula stops in the middle of the street and she gets in the carriage and he gives her good advice. And she, I think, likes him, or is intrigued by him or something. And he's intrigued by her because how could she look like his old love, you know? So I think he's curious to why that is, and is also seeing this as an opportunity to find his love again, but he doesn't want to bite her and turn her into what he is, because he doesn't find that, funny enough, human. I'm not going to go through the whole 2 episodes because that would take forever, and I would just keep rattling on because I like so much of it. I've told you what I don't like, Renfield, and not too keen on Lady Jane, though she is interesting, but I don't think she'll last that long because Dracula has saw that she's a slayer. Looking forward to seeing more about his past, and his old love as well, and how they captured his wife and burnt her. They're saying that they don't want it to get cancelled, but seriously, it only has 10 episodes, so I don't think they'd cancel it anyway. Though the ratings are not too bad. I mean, the premiere brought in more viewers than the second episode did. I think because it has so much to build, but that's why it's a series, guys. I mean, Supernatural didn't tell you everything right away, did it? Nor did the Vampire Diaries or the originals, etc. So you just need to keep with it, you know, to like finally get into it. So I hope you have enjoyed my review. I'm very sorry that I have keep going on and on and on and on, but that's why I'm not doing a full coverage, because I won't stop talking. So I'll put a link at the bottom for next week's episode, and join me next week for my review on that. Guys, if you haven't saw it, please watch it, because you're missing out on a fascinating show. I'm not saying it's perfect, it has an improvement to be made, but stick with it and I'm sure it'll be awesome, like Tudors was, and like Supernatural is, and like, you know, like the originals and stuff, because like I keep saying, there is room for improvement, okay? So please watch it. Bye! See you next week!